I've been driving around in my skoolie checking out this Google Maps alternative that's designed for RVs. Is it any good? I'm going to tell you what I found.
Maximalist minibus with Mary and Captain and you. Get on the bus!
Has this ever happened to you? You're in a town that you're not in very often, but you have a friend who lives here, and she says, hey, let's go get a cup of coffee, and you say, sure. You're not real familiar with the area where the Starbucks is that she's picked out, but it doesn't really matter because, hey, you have Google Maps, you can find anything. Like you're driving along, you're making great time, everything's fine, and then Mrs. Google tells you,
turn left,
and you come smack up against a bridge with 10-foot 3-inch clearance. That's okay, because your RV's only 9'6", so it'll probably make it, except, oh wait, those solar panels you just added, that's going to be another couple of inches. So, okay, now you're maybe 9'8". That still should be fine, right? I mean, it's probably fine. Except that bridge is curved. You know, it's an arch. So where's the 10.3? Is it straight down the center line? Because you can't really drive straight down the center line. And what if you hit a bump while you're under there? Or if your tires are just a little bit overinflated? It seems like a big risk to take just to be on time for Starbucks. So you figure you'll find another way to get there. So you start going around the block, around the corner, up the side streets, down the side streets, but all roads seem to lead to this bridge. You put it back in Google thinking maybe they'll pop out some different directions, but no, they lead you back to this bridge. So the only thing you can really do is call up your friend and apologize. And you know, she's on her lunch break, so she's going to have to go back to work. You're going to miss her completely. But at least apologizing to her is easier than apologizing to all the people whose day you would ruin if you got stuck under that bridge like a cork. Has that ever happened to you? If you're spending your time on the BLM land or thereabouts, then you probably don't deal with low clearance issues very much. But you know, if you're here in the Northeast, like I am, our roads were built when people were still riding horses. So yeah, it comes up a lot. Just try taking Google Maps all the way into downtown Boston.
in 1 mile, keep right onto Greeno Boulevard.
This is Sturo Drive. It's supposed to be like the main thoroughfare in from the west, and it's got like 10-foot clearance. I get that they're trying to keep trucks out, but they're keeping us out too, right? And it's not any better on the other side of the river.
I've sent feedback, suggestions, requests. I have actually begged Google to add a feature that shows low clearance on Google Maps. I even told them I would pay for it, but apparently I'm the only one who needs something like that. Or am I? I found a few apps that actually provide this information, and a couple were too expensive. Then there are the whole systems. You know, a lot of RVers have a GPS, like a physical GPS unit that has a plan attached to it that's usually about $20 a month that gives them really good directions. I'm not looking to add any devices to my repertoire. I'm looking for something that works with the devices I already own. I did do a trial period on one that's designed for truckers that they've kind of modified to be RV friendly, but it felt like the dark ages, to be honest. It felt like it was designed in maybe like 2010 and hadn't really been updated much. Just, you know, I wanted something that I could feel like I could trust a little more, and it's hard to trust something when it just kind of clunks along, you know? That's when I found the RV Life app, and I want to be clear that this is not a sponsored video. They don't know I'm doing this video. Maybe they'd have some things to say if they did, but I just want to tell you about it because it's been helpful to me. The RV Life app does several different things. It's not just for directions. If you're used to planning trips on TripWizard, you can download them into it. I haven't really used it yet because I haven't planned a trip on TripWizard, but maybe I'll try them in the future. It also has a list of campgrounds that are near you, not just the campgrounds, what else is around you. But the whole reason I got RV Life was for the GPS. I signed up for it as a free trial, and then I ended up buying it.
The first thing you do to set it up is fill in the details of your rig. See here, I filled in the year, the length, the height, the weight, whether or not I have propane, and you notice it says other. There's an option to choose what type of rig you have, but there isn't anything about skoolies on the list, so I just picked other.
Initially, when I put in the height of my bus, which is 9'8", they wanted to send me under that 10-foot 3-inch bridge. There's no way to get under that bridge if your vehicle's 9'8". I mean, yeah, I'm not going to say there's no way. I did say taking it back. There's a way, but it's not a comfortable way, and it's not a risk I'm willing to take. So I added a few inches to my rig's height, and now it sends me around. If I'm doing a long trip and I know I'm going to be on freeways have clearance for 18-wheelers, so I know I'm going to be okay. I just use Google Maps. When I go off onto a side road, when I explore a town, that's when I hook up RV Life. Let's talk about the cost. A lot of nomads don't like to pay for things, and I get that. I really do. The whole point of this is to keep the cost of living low. The best value for RV Life is the annual plan. The monthly plan's $10 a month. If you go with the annual, it's $49.99, and that brings it down to $4.18 or something per month, which to me is reasonable to have this kind of information. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to make an entire line of traffic back up for me, which happened to me when I came across an 8-foot 6-inch bridge. Who makes a bridge 8 feet 6 inches?
What is this, Gulliver's Travels?
I do have a favorite quirk with the RV Life app, and you might find it annoying. I find it endearing. That's the voice. This freeway is near my mother's house, so I get on it fairly often. This is how she tells me to take the turn.
After 800 feet, turn right and then enter the highway Interstate 95 RT 128 towards Interstate 95 South.
She just cracks me up. Okay, Skoolie Scouts, RV Life, there it is, take it or leave it. There's a link in the description where you can download a free trial, and then from there you just decide whether you want to sign up or not. All that's up to you. It's not an affiliate link, I don't get paid if you do, so why don't you help a girl out by subscribing? And then maybe you might want to watch this video too. So I'll see you out on RT 128.
Oh, the miles, look how they go.